Hello, I'm Lareen Newman from Tapping into Serenity, and I'm going to take you through a tapping sequence about feeling afraid that you won't find a new job. So tapping is a practical tool that calms your emotions, and it's based in science, and I'll tell you more about that later. So with the tapping that we're going to do in just 10 minutes, this should take the edge off of the emotional intensity that you're feeling. It's not the same as a private session or longer group session, but it will make a difference to you, and it's showing you how to tap. So because of the coronavirus situation, I would ask you to sanitize or wash your hands, please, before you tap. If you haven't done that, please pause the video and quickly go and do that. And I'd also ask you to take full responsibility for your own emotional well-being. If intense emotions should come up while we're tapping, please continue to tap. You can stop talking and just keep tapping, because the tapping is physiologically calming you down. So if we just take that sentence, I'm feeling really afraid that I won't find a new job, already anxious, already worried. I'll use the word worried, I think, in this. Say that sentence to yourself. I'm really worried I'm not going to find a new job, or there's no jobs out there for me. You can choose the words that sound right to you around that theme, and then just tune into that emotion, that worry, and just see if you can rate that on a scale of 1 to 10, where 10 would be I'm extremely worried I'm not going to find a new job, and 1 would be yeah, I'm hardly worried at all anymore. And you might feel that worry or anxiety somewhere in your body. It might be tight shoulders, it might be a churning stomach, maybe a headache. It's just good to recognize where stress is showing up in your body. And so I'm going to show you how to tap now. You just follow me, do what I do and say what I do. And let's get going. So take 2 fingers of one hand and just tap on the soft fleshy part of the other hand. It doesn't matter which hand you use, whichever's most comfortable for you. And we're just going to focus ourselves on the issue. So we're going to say, even though I'm feeling really worried, and you repeat that I'm not going to find a new job, I accept this is how I feel right now. Even though I'm feeling really worried I'm not going to find a new job, I accept myself anyway. Even though I'm feeling so worried I'm just not going to find a new job, I accept this is how I feel right now. So now we just need to get a reminder phrase. It will be either all this worry or this anxiety or this fear, whichever or whatever your emotion is, and we're just going to use that. It's much easier. So I'll show you the points. We're going to tap on the top of our head and we're going to say all this worry. Then we go to the inside of the eyebrow, all this worry. We're going to the outside of the eyebrow on the eye crease there, all this worry. And here under the eye, on the cheekbone, all this worry. And under the nose, all this worry. And here on the chin, all this worry. And then on the collarbone, just find the knobbly bits and just go underneath on the soft fleshy part, all this worry. And then under the arm, about 4 inches or 20 centimeters under the armpit, sort of where a crease would be on a piece of clothing, the side crease. And we say all this worry. And we're back to here. Now we just keep tapping while I just explain. We're focusing on saying the negative because we're voicing how we feel, and then we're tapping the points to send a signal to the brain to calm down when we think about that. So the research shows that the tapping sends a signal to your nervous system to switch off the stress response or dial it down a little. So that's why we say the negative. And the other thing is that while we're doing this, you may be feeling some changes. You might be starting to yawn, you might be feeling teary, you might be feeling tingly, or you might be feeling hot. These are all signs that that tension is starting to diffuse. As I said before, if you start to feel overwhelmed with the tension, with the emotion, just keep tapping and don't talk. If you have people around you and you don't want them to hear what you're saying, you can just mouth the words or say them in your head. So we'll just refocus again. So say after me, even though I still have this worry, I accept this is how I feel right now. And here we go, top of the head again. All this worry, or whatever your word is. All this worry. Side of the eye, all this worry. Under the eye, all this worry. Under the nose, all this worry. All this worry. All this worry. All this worry. You can swap sides, whichever hand and whichever point's comfortable for you. Back to here, all this worry. So just take a breath. And just tune into that original number that you had when you said the phrase. So if you say, I'm really worried about losing my job, really anxious, really scared, whatever your phrase was, just tune in. Is that number still the same? Has it gone down maybe a little? Maybe it's still the same, or maybe it's gone up. Sometimes it will go up if a new thought comes to you. Actually, what I'm really worried about is something different. So that would be a different thing to tap on. But we're just going to carry on with this focus now. So we're going to do some more rounds. So it's just good to notice what's happening and maybe just see what's happening in your body. And let's keep going. Even though I still have this worry about losing, even though I still have this worry that I'm not going to find another job, maybe you're also worried about losing your job, that's a different video. Even though I'm still really worried that I'm not going to find another job. And maybe there's just no jobs out there for me. Maybe it feels like there's just no jobs at all. I accept this is how I feel right now. All this worry. 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 I'm just going to add a little bit of positive. If your numbers wasn't down at around, say, a 3 or 2 or lower, then please rewind the tape and do more tapping until that number comes down. Otherwise, we'll just keep going, and I'll just add a few positives in. Some people like this. Even though I still have a lot of this worry, or this remaining worry, I acknowledge how hard this is. I'm choosing to accept this feeling. And maybe this could be easier than I expect. This remaining worry. 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 So even though maybe I still have some remaining worry that I'm just not going to find another job, I choose to acknowledge this feeling, and maybe I can be open to a different way forward. maybe things could turn out better than I'm expecting right now. I'm choosing to be open to a different possibility. I'm choosing to be open to things turning out well. I'm giving my mind and body permission to relax anyway. And I'm choosing to see things differently. And maybe I'm going to be pleasantly surprised. So I'm choosing to relax and release anyway. Choosing to release and relax. So take a few breaths. If you have a sip of water there, maybe just take a drop or a cup of tea or something. And then just repeat the original sentence that you started with. So I'm worried that I'm not going to find another job. You say your sentence to yourself and just tune into that emotional intensity. What's the number doing? If it's come down a bit more, that's really encouraging. If it's still the same or it's gone up, then I recommend to rewind the video and tap through the whole time again. There's no sense that if it's a really intense emotion, it will take a lot longer to go to tap through it. Just everybody's different, so just repeat. You can use this as much as you want to. And EFTI International and also on my own YouTube channel, we have a variety of different videos, so you could check those out. Mine will focus around work and study stress and peak performance, and EFTI International is building up a big library of a lot of different videos. So if you'd like to find out more about the science of tapping or a practitioner in your area, please look on the EFTI International website. If you'd like to find out more about me and how I can help you, I do private sessions, group sessions and corporate workshops online to anywhere in the world. And also if you happen to be in Adelaide, South Australia, then you can pop by and see me. So I'm Lareen Newman from tappingintoserenity.com. Go well.